a wiggle culture here. This update on the garden. This is where I took out all those Osage orange trees. We just brought in some dirt from the aisles, which I'll show you in a minute, and started making some new beds to kind of fill in this space. Trim back some of the trees, get a better walkway going. So this is all fairly new. I brought in some fertility. This hill was just kind of red clay. It wasn't doing very well. Doesn't get much water flowing through this part. So we brought in some fertility. I put in some kale, Swiss chard, garlic, and Egyptian walking onions. Water comes in up there and then goes downhill. I'm going to try to put a little sill here at the top, right here, where this fork is. Try to build it up and get some of the water to come uphill where I'm standing first, and then when it fills up, overflow down. We're getting plenty of water down there, so we'll see how that goes. My Yukon Chief, put it in yesterday, day before yesterday. Didn't harden it off or anything, just stuck it right in the ground. Watered it one time. So that was my extra cornlings from the flats in the greenhouse. This is all waiting for actual crops. This is what I wanted to show you. I had rototilled my aisle to kill some of the grass off. And this is, I've been piling wood chips for a couple years, a little hay, just whatever. We walk on our compost beds here. So we've already kind of gone through here. We didn't get it all, kind of just try to get the easy part. But we scooped up all this dirt. It's turned a lot more brown since it's been sitting and drying out a little bit. It is just solid black, and we churned it up. But we'll scrape that up and put it in beds here and there. So this is how I do compost. So no turn, no nothing. Pile it up, let the weeds grow in it, and just chop it up and then move it. Then I'll bring in more hay manure mix or more wood chips, whatever I can get, and make my aisles with it. I'm not going to put wood chips as mulch on my plant anymore. I'll do hay. I like it better. Wood chips are not ideal. Here's my washout. We've been working on that. I'm putting in another aisle, another ditch. This is my low spot here. I put some celery in there because it's just so wet all the time. Figured it's good. And we have got some of the, we have reduced the height. That up there we haven't gotten to yet. This is where we scraped it all up. So we brought it down 3 or 4 inches. But I'm going to bring the water in right here. And I'm going to put it into that bed and through the middle here. So this what used to be one giant bed. It was too hard to get in there and work. So you can see down there where I started. I'm going to put it's 3 shovels wide, maybe a little wider, but basically 3 square shovel blades wide walkway, putting the dirt on mostly on the uphill side to help with the washout. And I will fill in this aisle where I tilled. I'll put this up here in the bed as well to build up the bed and then get some more compost going. So the water will come in there. So I'll have an overflow when it gets really full, and then this will fill up hopefully to reduce some of my washing out. And I'm definitely going to build up this left side to try to hold the water from going out where I don't want it to go out. I want all this water that comes in here to go out across my old roadway there where I hooked it to my older beds. So I want my water not going cutting across contour anymore. I want it going down this way. That's how that's going. I'm going to show you my I'll show you my little lettuce, carrots, and spinach. Little bed is coming along. Got a lot of weeds in it because I didn't take my time. I just went ahead and seeded it fresh. I knew I'd have to weed it that way. Overwintered peppers. No leaves on there. Still green. Watering it, giving it sun. We'll see if we can get it to do something. Hopefully some up will live. Looks like they're trying to crack some leaves out there on the end, so we shall see. I've never really tried this before. We'll see how that goes. I beat back some of the chickweed. Got a really beautiful boris plant sitting there. Really beautiful kale. Ready to go. Found a little blueberry. Not sure it's going to make it there, but we can hope. That blueberry over there, kind of to the left of the hydrant, in front of the peach tree. Hopefully that will make it. So now I'll show you the project. Alright, here went to Richmond yesterday. Picked up 9 panels, 320 watts each. So, what is that, about 2,000 watts of solar power? I'll show you where I'm going to put it. Okay, allergy medicine kicking in. 2880 watts. So I'm going to, here's my well. I'm buying a Grundfos DC water pump, deep well water pump to put in there. And I'm going to power it. And this is the back of my greenhouse. Where this board is sitting, I'm going to build a platform, a walkway along here. I'm going to put my solar panels up there on that ridge on the back side, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to make that out of an electrical conduit, 1-inch electrical conduit. And those panels are like, you know, what are they, 66 inches by 39 or something, over 4 by 6. That's a pretty good sized panel, so it's going to catch some wind. But I think this 1-inch conduit will do the job, especially when I show you how I'm going to do it. And I'm going to make them where I can tilt them. You get about a 5% advantage through the seasons if you can tilt them. My ideal angle in winter here is 30 degrees, and I think it was 68 in the winter. Can't remember. And anyway, I'm going to have where I can adjust them at least twice a year and gain that 5% efficiency in the tilt. So I will show you more on this solar panel project as it comes along. I'm going to do it all myself, and I'm going to update you on my corn in about a month. I took some of the plastic off to get some air coming through here. I've got hardware cloth up there. I'm going to put insect screen on most of that, try to keep the squash bugs out. I do want some bees to get in here, so I'm going to put up enough screening to let bees in, but none of the pests, hopefully. I got another 30 days on this corner, so it's doing pretty well. I'm just moving a little cheap fan around, trying to keep them strong. This was the 3 sisters, the squash, beans, and corn. And I have weeds in there, and I have tomatoes and other things that were in the trays. The chickens had got in here and scratched my tops of my trays and ruined a lot of my seed. Because that door down there blew open. So I have some oddball stuff growing in the beds as well. Here's some of my seedlings, tomatoes, basil, peppers. Corn's doing pretty well. I also opened up this wall so I can get some cross breeze through that door back there and get some breeze going on these. I'm not going to put any insect screening on this back part. Wow, they're drying out. I better give them a drink. Not very happy. I think I watered them yesterday? Maybe 2 days ago. I need to get those watered. Anyway, that's just an update on the 3 sisters in the greenhouse here. We're getting ready to hit May. So we're seeing if we'll get any corn before the end of May, before June. We shall see. I'll keep you updated on that solar. So yeah, one last thing I wanted to mention. Someone gave me all this wood today. 2x6s and 2x8s pressure treated from a place called Culpeper Lumber. The lumber is actually better than what you could get at Lowe's and so forth. He considered it trash. He was happy for me to haul it off. Some of it's rotten. You can see some bad stuff. And a lot of it I feel is completely useful. Wow. Not everyone will agree. I'm going to build my walkway out of that stuff. I'd be happy about it. It's like $1,000 worth of boards right there these days. So yeah, I got to clean them up, but I'm just thankful as can be to have them. So if you have pressure treated, don't take it to the dump. Give it to somebody like me. We'll reuse it and keep it out of the landfill. Save a fortune doing it these days. That's it for now.